Lagos State Government has set up a cybersecurity advisory board to facilitate the design, implementation, and management of an effective cybersecurity program. Commissioner for Information and Strategy, Benga Motosho, says the move is a major step to mitigate cybersecurity risk to its systems, assets, and data, noting that Lagos is the first stage to proactively constitute such forward-thinking and strategic board in consonance with its status as the pace setter for technology, innovation, and governance. Omotosho says the board will make recommendations to the government on the development, planning, refinement, and implementation of policies, programs, and training initiatives. Regarding its cybersecurity endeavors, he reveals that the board is a multidisciplinary and cross-functional group comprising professional security industry leaders, public sector experts, members of ICT, law enforcement, education, media, among others. According to him, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu congratulated members of the board, saying its constitution would reassure investors that Lagos is not just a technology hub in Africa, but a cyber-secure tech hub. The Lagos State House of Assembly has announced a decision to set the last week of September every year for the celebration of the Yoruba culture. The decision of the government followed a resolution passed by the Lagos Assembly at a sitting held on September 19, 2023. The permanent secretary of the Ministry of Tourism, Arts and Culture, Oloruntoyin Atakoja, who signed the letter dated April 8, 2024, told the lawmakers that the state would start the plan ahead of the celebration. Commending Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu and his cabinet for the decision, Speaker, Lagos State House of Assembly, Mudashiru Obasa, described it as a good development. He describes the Yoruba culture and heritage as very important, just as he stressed the need for its preservation. The Speaker said the House is ready to support the executive to ensure the success of the planned Yoruba Week. Meanwhile, the Lagos State House of Assembly at plenary held a minute silence in honor of the late former governor of Old Anambra State, Chukwuemeka Ezeife, who was buried while the House was on recess. Speaker Mudashiru Obasa described the late politician as a pan-Nigerian who supported the Yorubas and the National Democratic Coalition NADECO, especially during the dark days of military reign and following the struggle of Chief MKO Abiola. Lagos State is gearing up to host its inaugural International Fire Safety Conference from 25th to 27th June 2024. The conference, which aims to bring together various stakeholders to address the increasing incident of fire disasters in the state, is themed Stakeholders Coalition, a panacea to incessant fire disasters in Lagos. Over the years, the Lagos State Fire and Rescue Service has seen distress calls rise significantly from 1,100 to 95 in 2021 to 2,537 in 2023, resulting in substantial casualties and property losses. Recognizing the need for a fresh approach, the conference will feature workshops, seminars, panel discussions, networking, and expos. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu will inaugurate the event, emphasizing the importance of leveraging cutting-edge technology to propel Lagos into a 21st century economy. The Lagos State Muslim Pilgrims Welfare Board will on Tuesday begin medical screening and vaccination exercise for the 2024 Hajj intending pilgrims. The board secretary, Said Onikpede, said the screening exercise is designed to ascertain the health status of each pilgrims in fulfillment of the requirements for international travel. Onikpede emphasized that medical officials from the Lagos State University Teaching Hospital, LASUTH, will screen the pilgrims for diabetes, malaria, typhoid, hepatitis B, pregnancy test, among others. He said officials from Port Health Service and the Federal Ministry of Health will also vaccinate them against diseases such as polio, meningitis, and yellow fever. Onikpede noted that the screening, which will be carried out on local government basis, starts at 8 a.m. daily from Tuesday, April 30 and ends May 9 at the Shamsia Sir Thomas Mosque Hall, Old Secretariat, GRA Ikeja. The Lagos State Government has initiated a dialogue with property owners in the Ifako-Gbagada area to fashion out a way forward under subsistence suspension order on planning permitting the access. Commissioner for Physical Planning and Urban Development, Oluyinka Olumide, said a suspension order was placed on planning permit processing and approvals in Ifako and Gbagada and surroundings last November due to observed foundation failures and distress on several buildings, such as tilting and sinking. Olumide said the problem owed its origin to the soil condition of the area, which required a huge financial outlay to rectify through piling. He urged everyone interested in erecting buildings to always check with the Ministry of Physical Planning and Urban Development for the permissible use, height, and setbacks, adding that it is equally necessary to get drainage clearance for those in flood-prone areas. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has expressed his condolences to former Chief Executive Officer of Newswatch magazine, Ray Ekpo, over the death of his wife, Mrs. Oyai Ekpo. Governor Sanwo-Olu, in a statement issued by his special advisor on media publicity, Gbega Koshile, described her death as a great loss to the Ekpo family. Sanwo-Olu, while mourning the passing of Mrs. Ekpo, who died at the age of 73 last Wednesday, also sympathized with the entire family, friends, and associates of the deceased. The governor also sent his condolences to the members of the Newspaper Proprietors Association of Nigeria, the Nigerian Guild of Editors, and the Nigeria Union of Journalists over the death of the wife of the renowned journalist and columnist. That's it on the State News at 7, but just before we go, speed thrills but kills. Please do not drive beyond specified speed limit. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms: X, Traffic Radio 961, Instagram, Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch our news and programs live on YouTube at Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website at trafficradio961.ng. Did you know that Sanwo-Olu administration supplied 86,000 dual furniture sets to 775 public schools? You can get more details on the Lagos State Government website. For contact with the newsroom, send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. That ends the news broadcast compiled by Adirayo Iduwolaya. I am Taiwo Baruwa. Thank you for listening. Good evening.